We all know that running a business office in today's complex world is no easy task. Correspondence, spreadsheets, memos, order forms, invoices, federal and state income tax forms. The list goes on. And we haven't even touched on staff changes or promotions. The average business office is in a constant state of change. And a good decision maker is always looking for an edge to make changes work smoothly, to make things go more quietly and efficiently. In short, a really good manager is looking for the easiest way to get greater productivity and quality from the office. In essence, an edge over the competition. And there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I've got some exciting new products to show you today. Products that can give a business office, large or small, that extra edge. Oh, by the way, I want you to pay close attention to what follows because I'll be asking questions. You'll also be needing the mini workbook, which either accompanies this training videotape or can be found in your product training workbook. As you'll see, the mini workbook contains a series of questions about these new products and provides answers which give details of each feature in these machines. I'd like to introduce you to the latest additions to the IBM Selectric System 2000 family of products. The IBM Quietwriter system and the IBM Wheelwriter system. Yes, they look a lot like typewriters. And of course they do type, but they're also much more. The IBM Quietwriter and Wheelwriter systems are expandable typing systems. Expandable? What do I mean by that? Well, both the IBM Quietwriter and the Wheelwriter systems are functionally upgradable. Put simply, you can upgrade to a more powerful typing system by doing this. It's that easy. No new machine to buy. An office may start off needing a System 20, but as the business grows and its needs expand, the manager can upgrade to a more powerful System 40. And you've probably noticed that these typing systems come with either the IBM Quietwriter or Wheelwriter printing technologies. You see, these typing systems are designed to meet the needs of all businesses, from a small office to a large corporation. These are very flexible systems. Anyway, the best way I know how to show you these features is to let you see them at work. In the following scenarios, we'll demonstrate the various features and functions of these systems. Of course, if we went through every little detail, we'd be here for hours. So we'll concentrate on the Quietwriter system, and we'll refer to the Wheelwriter system when it's appropriate, okay? Now, in this video presentation, I will often play the role of the decision maker in a business office. And you will see not only why I would want an IBM Quietwriter system, but why I actually need one. Let's keep in mind what most decision makers are looking for in a new office machine. First, it must be easy to use, so it can be brought into use quickly. A manager hates to see an expensive employee staring blankly at a new business machine, or worse, two expensive employees staring blankly at a new business machine. Second, a new product must be better than the one it replaces. That makes sense, don't you think? It must be able to do similar tasks more efficiently, improving the productivity of the operator, and thereby making the office more efficient. And third, a new typing system should improve the quality of correspondence coming from the office. Memos, letters, and all documents should look attractive and professional. Finally, the system should be versatile enough to handle a wider variety of tasks than the system it replaces. Ideally, it should be expandable and able to grow with the business. Grow with the business? Business machines represent a substantial investment, right? There's nothing worse than throwing out a perfectly good machine because it no longer meets all your needs. These typing systems can help overcome that problem. The various requirements that I just outlined will ring true for nearly all decision makers in a business environment. So before demonstrating these products, always have a conversation with your customer where you draw out these buying requirements. Once they agree that these criteria are important to their business, ease of use, productivity, quality, and versatility, then it's easy to demonstrate how these typing systems meet those needs. In the following demonstration, we'll show you how the IBM Quietwriter and Wheelwriter systems not only meet each of these buying requirements, but exceed them. After each section, we'll briefly stop so I can recap and ask you some questions about what you've just seen. In the first scenario, and first part of our demonstration, we will concentrate on some of the basic design features of the IBM Quietwriter system that truly make these products easy to use. Are you ready? Great. Marge, could you pull up that letter I sent to Mr. Walker? Send the same letter to Mr. Anderson. Just change the name and titles where appropriate, and these are a couple other changes I'd like you to make. Okay? Let's follow this job through as Marge works on it. Paper insertion is this easy and ensures that the paper is inserted smoothly and uniformly approximately 1 inch from the top of the page. The operator doesn't waste time with knobs, adjusting the paper, or counting lines. Her hands are always near the home keys, which minimizes the chance of making a mistake. And look at this. The page end indicator reminds the operator when the end of the typing page is approaching. The result is a consistent bottom margin that can add to the professional look of reports and correspondence. Again, the operator doesn't have to waste time making pencil marks or crimping the bottom of the page as a warning to stop typing. Let's freeze Marge for a minute while we take a look inside. Okay, here you can see that we have a choice of 2 fonts or type styles resident in the system at any one time. Changing from one font to another is as easy as this. And if the font you've changed to is in a different pitch, no problem. The IBM Quietwriter system sets the correct pitch for you automatically, whether it be 10, 12, 15 pitch, or proportional spacing. There's also a wide variety of type styles available for the IBM Quietwriter system, giving you that versatility and quality I spoke about earlier. While we're here inside the system, we can see the single supply ribbon. This ribbon can print and correct approximately 160,000 characters and is contained in a cartridge which is easy to install and remove. Right here we have the non-impact printhead. This printhead, combined with the electronic fonts and specially formulated ribbon, provides a truly unique technology for transferring characters to paper. When a character is selected at the keyboard, the ribbon heats, and electrodes in this printhead form the character, causing the ink on the ribbon to be transferred to the paper. The result is fantastic quality, and all of this happens very quietly. Now, the Quietwriter print system works well with specific types of paper. For example, most 16 to 20 pound xerographic papers are suitable. Rough paper or paper with high rag content should not be used. It's always best to test your own paper in the Quietwriter system in order to ensure satisfaction. Now remember, the criterion or buying requirement that we're demonstrating to is ease of use. That's why IBM has chosen this keyboard. It resembles the familiar Selectric keyboard, but of course it does a lot more. And to help make the operator more confident and comfortable, we've also made the keyboard adjustable. This allows the typist to position the keyboard at the most comfortable angle so she can type efficiently all day. Okay, now that we've seen all that, we can unfreeze Marge so she can get on with the job. And in case you haven't noticed, the keyboard is attached to the system by means of this cable. The secretary can move the keyboard to any area near the system that makes her most comfortable. Okay, now Marge is setting her left and right margins. She moves the carrier to where she wants the left margin and simply presses the left margin key. It's set. She then does the same for the right margin, set with a minimum number of keystrokes. Tabs are just as easily set. And by using this format key, Marge can store up to 9 frequently used margin and tab settings right here in the system. For most documents, she doesn't even have to concern herself with setting new tabs or margins. Line spacing is done at the press of a key. You can see on the display that she has selected double spacing. You see the 2 in the corner? While we're here, let's take a look at some of the features of the high-resolution screen. Marge can also display several lines of commands, instructions, and operator prompts. For example, Marge has set her left margin at 10, her right margin at 75, and her line spacing is set at 2. the operator need only press the format key for visual reassurance as to what's happening on the page. Over here, you can see the key which allows the operator to choose one of 3 print modes. Marge is displaying and printing the characters as she types. The system can also display the characters typed, but delay the print until the line is finished and the carrier returns. Or it can respond to the command no print for typing the document directly into the storage or memory of the system. And the screen can display up to a full line of text. Yes, I said memory, but don't rush me. We'll get to that later. Let's watch Marge finish this job. Oh, no. We have a typo on the first line of the inside address. Anderson is spelled S-O-N, not S-E-N. Correcting is easy. Marge can go back and reposition the print head over the error by pressing the paper down key until the line to be corrected is reached. By the way, the paper up and down keys move the page up or down half a line, and micro up and down move the page up or down 1/48 of an inch, which is great if you want a perfect form, document, or letter. Okay, now this is the good part. Notice that as the line of error is reached, the text also appears on the display. You see, the system has up to a full page correction buffer. This may vary depending on the amount of unused storage. Now, Marge can correct the error and watch it on the display. Okay, error corrected. Now watch this. Marge only has to hit the relocate key, and the carrier automatically goes back to where we were when the error was noticed. Of course, the correction key can also be used in conjunction with the relocate key anywhere within the correction buffer, and the correction is virtually undetectable. Okay, I mentioned storage and memory before. Remember? The IBM Quietwriter System 20 has approximately 11,500 characters of usable memory, which is more than I have on some mornings. The letter that Marge just typed to Mr. Anderson was also typed into a storage area in the memory of the function pack 20. Marge is making me another original for the boss. The boss likes originals, and that's why he hired me. You see how easily it's done? The IBM Quietwriter system can print out at speeds up to 60 characters per second, depending on the pitch selected by the operator. Now that is beautiful. Let's go over here and see how our other Marge is doing with her job. Dear Mr. Anderson, try and have it ready by lunch, Marge, if you can. You've seen how easy this system is to use. It's been carefully designed by IBM so that a new operator can quickly become accustomed to the machine and make full use of its many features. You've already seen some of these features demonstrated. But before we review them, turn first to Section 1 in your workbook, Setting the Criteria, and see if you can answer the following questions correctly. Question number 1. Most decision makers require a new business machine to A, be easy to use, B, be more productive than the system it replaces, C, produce high-quality correspondence and reports, D, have the versatility to achieve a number of tasks, E, all of the above. Question number 2. Setting the customer's buying requirements or criteria should always be done prior to demonstrating a new office machine. A, true. B, false. Okay, turn to the answers on the next page. Now let's see how you did. Most decision makers require a new business machine to be, answer E is correct. The answer to our second question is A. Now turn to Section 2 of your workbook, Ease of Operation. I'm going to ask you a few more review questions concerning those features on the IBM Quietwriter system that truly demonstrate how easy the system is to use. Question number 1. Each time a piece of paper is inserted into the IBM Quietwriter system, it smoothly advances to a point approximately A, 3 inches from the top of the page, B, 2 inches from the top of the page, C, 1 inch from the top of the page, D, varies. The operator can set how far the paper should advance. Question number 2. The benefit of the page end indicator is time saved. The operator always knows when the bottom of the typewritten page is approaching and can avoid restarts due to typing off the page. A, true. B, false. Question number 3. 2 electronic fonts can reside in the IBM Quietwriter system at any one time. A, true. B, false. Question number 4. The IBM Quietwriter system can type in multiple pitches. They are A, 10 and 12 pitch, B, 10, 12, 15 pitch and proportional spacing, C, 10, 12, and 15 pitch. Question number 5. The IBM Quietwriter print technology is suitable for customers who do not require carbon copies or multi-part forms. A, true. B, false. Question number 6. The Quietwriter print technology is suitable for use on paper with the following characteristics. A, 16 to 20 pound xerographic paper. B, rough textured paper. C, paper with high rag content. Question number 7. Depending upon pitch and applications, the ribbon on the IBM Quietwriter system will print and correct approximately A, 210,000 characters, B, 160,000 characters, C, 150,000 characters. Question number 8. Margins are set on the IBM Quietwriter system by pressing code plus left margin key or code plus right margin key. A, true. B, false. Question number 9. The IBM Quietwriter system's liquid crystal display will display approximately how many characters of typewritten text? A, 1/4 line of text. B, 1/2 line of text. C, full line of text or up to approximately 80 characters. Question number 10. If the first line displayed on the IBM Quietwriter system screen is reserved for text, what is displayed on the remaining lines? A, the display only shows one line. B, instructions, commands, and operator prompts. How did we do with that round of questions? Turn to the next page and you'll see the answers. Let's go back to question number 1. Answer C is correct. Question number 2 asked us if the benefit of the page end indicator was in saved time, and the answer is, of course, A. Question number 3, the answer again is A. Question number 4, the answer is B. The answer to question number 5 is A. The answer to question number 6 is also A. The answer to question number 7 is B. The answer to question number 8 is B. Question number 9 asked about the liquid crystal display. The correct answer is C. Finally, another question on the display. Question number 10 asked, if the first line displayed on the IBM Quietwriter system screen is reserved for text, what is displayed on the remaining lines? The answer is B. Okay, now we're ready to continue with the demonstration. And believe me, you ain't seen nothing yet. Now, I'm sure you'll agree that better productivity is a major consideration in purchasing any new business machine. In this part of our demonstration, we will see how the IBM Quietwriter system can improve productivity in a business office. Specifically, we'll be looking at some of the automatic functions built into the typing system. We'll also look at some of the powerful features available by upgrading the IBM Quietwriter System 20 to a System 40. We'll be looking at these features again as Marge works on various tasks. Now, before Marge started this job, she printed out a directory that shows her which storage areas in the system have already been used. She simply selects a new storage area and starts the job. And the storage indicator here shows her that everything she types is being stored. Okay, let's watch Marge as she does this report. Notice she's using automatic centering and underlining. That really speeds up the process of typing headings or titles anywhere on a line. And ACR here on the display means that the automatic carrier return function is on. Watch this. As soon as Marge types within a few characters of the right margin, the carrier automatically returns. This allows Marge to concentrate solely on typing. She doesn't spend half her time manipulating the machine because this system does many things automatically. For instance, look at this. A section of a letter or a memo can be automatically set to indent, and the system keeps indenting until the operator restores the left margin. That feature alone can minimize the chance of error and make Marge more efficient. When she's efficient, that makes me look good, right? Oh, before I forget, caps lock allows the operator to type uppercase characters and lowercase numbers without using the shift key. Again, this function helps minimize the number of errors. It decreases the turnaround time and saves the time and expense of retyping. Now let's really talk more about memory. If you search your memory, you'll remember that this system, the IBM Quietwriter System 20, has approximately 11,500 characters of usable memory. You know that Marge stored that report she just typed just in case I might want to revise it later. Well, I told her to send it to the wrong company. Now let's see how useful these keys over here can be for revision. Marge could tell you that on occasion I've been known to change my mind or make a mistake. Marge could tell you that, but she likes her job, so she wouldn't. Okay, just watch this. Pressing the home key brings the cursor to the beginning of that report she's just stored. The cursor keys allow Marge to search through the report. Watch. The end key takes her quickly to the end of the stored text. Cursor up puts her up a line, while cursor down takes her down a line. Cursor right shows the next stored character, and cursor left moves to the previous stored character. Wherever my revision may be, she can move quickly to the point of change and get that report back to me really fast. As you know, I want to change the name of the company in the report, so every place I have the words generic office machines, I want to change it to read International Business Machines. Marge simply uses the Find key to search the document for every reference made to generic office machines, and she changes it to the right company. IBM, of course. She can continue the global search until the document reads correctly. Perfect, as usual. Let's look at the next job. You know that businesses often need to get out a bid or proposal on short notice. Each proposal is a little different, but they often include standard paragraphs like product descriptions or pricing information. All Marge has to do is use the Get key to retrieve these paragraphs from their storage location and play them out to form a brand new proposal. The Get key can also be used to copy one stored document into another storage area. You can build a completely new document or letter with almost no retyping. I love it, and so does Marge. A forms typing. Marge used to hate this, so when she realized she'd be typing this particular form frequently, she decided to save time by first storing the form's layout and any standard information into the memory, like my name and title. When she stored this form, she used the mark feature to identify exactly where the standard information is to play out. The mark feature, followed by a stop code, not only identifies the exact point on the form, but tells the system to stop playback so Marge can type in variable information. Just watch this. The machine can even remind you what information is required on the form. Doing all this ahead of time obviously saves keystrokes, tabs, spaces, and carrier returns, but equally important, the mark feature assures continued accuracy in the form's alignment. High-quality letters, memos, reports, and forms all completed quickly, quietly, and efficiently. While Marge is on her lunch break, let's take a look in on our other Marge. Okay, let's recap the features we've just seen. You can mark your responses in the appropriate boxes in the workbook. Stay with me now. I've got lots more to show you. This is section number 3, questions. Productivity. Question number 1. When making a correction, the relocate function can be used, A, if the correction is outside the correction buffer, B, only if the operator is typing the document into storage, C, following a correction made anytime, anywhere within the correction buffer. Question number 2. What would be the decision maker benefit of the IBM Quietwriter's automatic features such as centering, underlining, automatic carrier return, margin indent, and caps lock? A, less keystrokes. B, less operator fatigue. C, quicker document turnaround. Question number 3. How much usable storage is available in the IBM Quietwriter System 20? A, approximately 32,000 characters. B, approximately 28,000 characters. C, approximately 11,500 characters. D, approximately 16,000 characters. Question number 4. What key or function is used to retrieve and assemble stored paragraphs into one new document, or copy one stored document from one storage area to another? A, get. B, find. C, store. D, relocate. Question number 5. The home key will visually take the operator via the cursor and display to the beginning of a stored document. A, true. B, false. Question number 6. The decision maker benefit of the mark feature, or the mark feature used in conjunction with the stop code, is A, quicker typing of standard information. B, faster turnaround of quality forms and documents. C, less machine manipulation for the operator. Were these questions just a little more difficult? In question number 1, you should have answered C. The answer to question 2 should be C. The answer to question 3 is C also. The answer to question 4 is A. The answer to question 5 is A. To question number 6, you should have answered letter B. So far, I'm sure you'll agree with me that the IBM Quietwriter System 20 contributes to increased productivity in a business office. But let's talk about the quality you can expect from this system. Remember that report Marge stored earlier? You know, just in case I gave her a revision. By just holding down the justify key and the number of the storage area the report is in, Marge can give me that very same report with an even right margin, just like a magazine or newspaper. Pretty nice, wouldn't you say? And often I want to add a little pizzazz to some of my reports or emphasize a heading in a proposal. The expand feature, as you can see, gives the document that extra bit of class. Look how distinctive my report can look. Each character is twice its normal width. When we add these features to the others we've already spoken about, like the availability of multiple type styles and pitches, I know my correspondence, reports, proposals, whatever, are going to look great. As you can see, demonstrating quality on the IBM Quietwriter system is easy. Let's review now by answering a few more questions. Have you got your workbook? Good. Let's do it. Section 4, questions. Quality. Question number 1. To justify a margin on the IBM Quietwriter system, the operator simply presses the justify key and the appropriate number of the storage area where the document resides. A, true. B, false. Question number 2. The justify feature gives a document or letter A, an even left margin, B, an even left and right margin, C, an even right margin. Question number 3. The expand feature emphasizes text by A, printing each character at twice its normal width, B, double striking each character, thereby producing a darker image. That wasn't so difficult, was it? The answer to question number 1 is A, true. The next question was a gimme. I'm sure you knew that a justified document has an even right margin, so the correct answer to number 2 was C. And your answer to question 3 should have been A. Earlier in our demonstration, I mentioned that both the IBM Quietwriter and Wheelwriter systems are expandable. Both systems demonstrate their versatility within the office in their ability to grow as the office demands increase. The IBM Quietwriter System 20, as well as the Wheelwriter System 20, can become dramatically more powerful as easily as this. Simply unplug the Function Pack 20 and plug in the Function Pack 40. No technicians are required. The operator can expand the system in seconds. Let's see this expanded system at work. This is the Text Pack A, which contains all the command information that makes the System 40 work. The System 40 has approximately 26,000 characters of usable memory. But look at this. You can add extra memory by simply inserting the 16K cartridge, which contains another 14,500 characters of usable memory. And of course, you can have as many of these cartridges as you wish. It's like having a complete filing cabinet in this small space. Let's freeze Marge again for a moment while we look at some of the options available with the IBM Quietwriter System 40. This cartridge, as the name implies, is an electronic business dictionary containing 50,000 English words commonly used in business. It provides immediate feedback on potentially misspelled words, and it can batch check an entire document. You can also add to the spell check cartridge up to 300 words that are commonly used in a particular business or profession. You can see how that reduces the possibility of errors and the need to retype printed documents, which means that I can feel more confident about the accuracy of the correspondence that I send out. Okay, let's talk about training. You probably know how long it takes to train new people to become useful in an office. Very often we need to assign another staff member for a long period of time to help train them. Well, the IBM Quietwriter System 40 actually helps train a new operator. With these two cartridges, Learn 1 and 2, the new operator has a built-in tutor. These cartridges teach the system in 3 parts: introduction, typing functions, and storage functions, visually, right here on the display. And this cartridge does exactly what it says: help. Let's say Marge forgot how to do a specific function, say decimal tab. Not likely, right, Marge? Oh, sorry, I thought she was still with us. Anyway, I'm always having her do columns of numbers. And to be perfectly frank, she doesn't like it at all. Well, the Desk Tab feature really saves time and aggravation by automatically aligning the numbers along the decimal point. But suppose Marge did forget how to do decimal tabulation. Look what happens. Step by step, the help cartridge explains visually on the display how to operate the decimal tab function. A typist can receive help on most functions featured on the IBM Quietwriter System 40. Okay, I better unfreeze Marge. Little trick I learned in the Himalayas. Well, what do you think? I promised a versatile system. Wouldn't you agree that the expandability of the Wheelwriter system and Quietwriter system certainly demonstrates that versatility? Well, we've almost come to the end of our time together. Let's just recap one more time the features you've seen in this last part of our demonstration. But first, one more look at our other Marge. Don't worry, we usually send in a search party around 5 o'clock. Okay, you ready for the last batch of questions? This is section number 5, questions. Versatility and expandability. Question number 1. It is possible to upgrade the IBM Quietwriter and Wheelwriter System 20 to a System 40 by replacing A, the cartridge which controls the memory, B, the function pack, C, the print wheel or print head. Question number 2. Learning to use these typing systems requires A, training in an IBM facility for 6 months, B, a PhD in computer science, C, none of the above. These systems are designed to be easy to learn and use. Question number 3. Text Pack A contains all the command information that makes the System 40 operate. A, true. B, false. The answer to question 1 is B. Question 2, the answer is C. And question 3, the answer is A. Throughout our demonstration today, we focused primarily on the IBM Quietwriter System 20 and 40. As mentioned earlier, 2 other exciting members of the IBM Selectric System 2000 family are the IBM Wheelwriter System 20 and 40. Now, the IBM Wheelwriter system offers the same functions featured on the IBM Quietwriter, except for expand capability and electronic fonts. Instead of a non-impact printhead, the IBM Wheelwriter system offers a print wheel. Do you require carbon copies of your documents or have secretaries type on multi-part forms? Then the IBM Wheelwriter is the system for you. These typing systems are great. About the only thing they won't do is make coffee. Well, I'll believe that when I see it. But we have demonstrated systems to you today that do offer businesses ease of use, productivity, and quality output. You've seen how these systems are versatile enough to meet the needs of today's business, and you've also seen how these typing systems can expand to meet the demands of tomorrow. The only questions now remaining are, what models would you like? How many? And when would you like them delivered?